but fear has taken over. So now it no longer matters. All right. It just, where was the money? Just take it out. Doesn't matter. And that's how fear operates, because fear is the only thing, in my opinion, that has the potential to work and spread faster and be more powerful than greed. That's why you see these crashes happen so quickly, because it spreads like wildfire, where greed just spreads quickly, but not nearly as quickly. But there's a benefit, there's a light to how this works. Because that happens, naturally, these, I'm going to say crashes, guys, look, I mean, especially like growth in tech, like a lot of these sectors, these downfalls, they naturally clear up quicker because they get carried out so much faster because of how quickly fear spreads. So look, if you're getting beat up, might be the only time you ever hear me say this, right? It's not your fault, okay? It's fear's fault, and it's the market's fault. Now, is the market wrong? No, the market's never wrong. So don't ever try to say the market's wrong, because it's not, because the market is the market, and it is such a huge sample size that you can't say it's wrong because it's always right.
What's up, Moonlords? It's Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon of Neptune, here to help you navigate through the illusions of life. And boy, have we been in the illusions. But welcome back to the Market Moonlord, where we merge the matrix with the stars. I'm your host, Jason Alexander, and this is AMC Financial Astrology videos and updates in DD that you literally cannot get anywhere else. We've been tracking this since the beginning. It's been a major journey. I like to say we're in overtime. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button to show your boy some love. And if you're new here and haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And guys, I've been doing a lot of more updates in the Market Moonlord Discord, so check us out there. A lot of great people in there, and that's also where you can ask me questions throughout the week. Now, you guys just saw the video I just posted. We are in major fear. And if you've been watching this channel, you know that full moons is a time where a lot of fear is heavy, okay? And that's because a full moon is building up, and then a climax at the full moon, and that's more of a time of endings and new beginnings, letting go that climax energy, okay? So we know full moons can bring in a lot of fear. The moon rules the fear of the or emotions in the zodiac. And this week we have a full moon on the 18th, okay? While the sun is in the very last sign of the zodiac, okay? So the sun is in the very last sign of the zodiac. And then we're having a full moon, which kind of represents endings, okay? We're about to start the new astrological new year, headed into spring, okay? So this is a very big time of, like, we're in overtime, okay? We're definitely in overtime. We're about to shift into a brand new game, a brand new cycle, okay? We might be leaving the playoffs, going to the Super Bowl, okay? But we are definitely in the end game. This is definitely like that final fight, okay, guys? And this full moon, I do expect it to be a very big move on this full moon. And unfortunately, guys, it does look like we're headed down. However, what does this mean for the stock? What does this mean? What do I think? Well, I think we're still going to squeeze. I still been buying more. Have you guys been buying more? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you guys think AMC is still going to squeeze. If you guys still believe in it, the way I see it, we went from what was it, like $14 to $70 something in 2 days. So at any moment we could absolutely rip, and it could. I'm still optimistic that it could be this month. Okay, but we're gonna look at all the charts for the moon phases and the stars, and talk about the upcoming catalysts, because that's what I want you guys to understand. Even though we might have a nasty full moon drop, okay, we still have a lot of catalysts in the overall market. We have the war that potentially, as soon as we get some good news or developments that is going to end or about to end, ceasefire, that's going to bring the entire stock market up, and of course that's going to bring AMC up with it. Okay, now a lot of people are nervous about the rate hikes. That's going to actually be happening, or the meeting that decision is going to be happening 2 days before the full moon. What you guys need to realize about the rate hikes is that is actually a bullish situation. Okay, that means they're going to start controlling inflation, and a lot of times people buy the first rate hike. Let me repeat that. People buy the first rate hike. Okay, so we could have catalysts this week on this full moon. We could have endings. All right, we're in the last season of a zodiac, endings of a war. Okay, Pisces represents spiritual healing, literally. We're having a full moon in Virgo, which also represents healing, more of the physical healer. But what is Virgo? Okay, Virgo is trying to organize things, make plans. It's Mercury. Okay, it's trying to make plans, make deals. Okay, so we could very well get But we're obviously going to get a Fed deal, okay, or a Fed decision this week. But we could very well get a major decision in this war this week. So like I said, guys, there's way too many catalysts for anyone to paper hand on this full moon, okay? And if you do paper hand on this full moon, rest in peace, because we have way too many catalysts that could bring us up like a spring. This up and coming, you know, in the near future, okay? In the very, 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 very near future. But anyway, you guys let me know what you think about those catalysts I just mentioned. You guys let me know what you think about the rate hikes. You guys let me know if you guys think the war is going to end soon. And let me tell you something about the war. It needs to end I really want it to end during Pisces season, okay? Because after Pisces season, we enter Aries season. And what does Aries represent? Aries literally, it represents a lot of things, but Aries, one of the things Aries rules is war, okay? So I do really want it to end before Aries season. But that also means we're going to have a full moon during Aries seasons in Libra. And what does Libra represent? Balance, relationships, harmony. That's Venus, that's love, okay? So it's some interesting stuff. It's some very interesting stuff, and I'm just happy that I'm able to hold these shares. That's all we got to do. Okay. So you guys let me know what you think, and let's jump into these moon phases and see what we see. Welcome to the Market Moon Lord, where we merge the matrix with the stars. I'm your host, Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon of Neptune, here to help you navigate through the illusions of life.
Careful you must be when sensing the future, Anakin. The fear of loss is a path to the dark side.
I won't let these visions come true, Master Yoda.
Death is a natural part of life. Rejoice for those around you who transform into the Force. Mourn them, do not. Miss them, do not. Attachment leads to jealousy. The shadow of greed, that is.
What must I do, Master Yoda?
Train yourself to let go of everything you fear to lose.
Okay, you guys know I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and man, Yoda killed it with that, okay? Fear, guys. This is how they control us. This is how they get us to paper hand. This is the only way they can win, is through fear. And what does fear do? Fear is a negative frequency. It's the path to the dark side, like Yoda said. It's the path to suffering, okay? And how do we beat fear? We have to beat fear by learning to let go of everything that we are afraid of losing. So you have to start treating your money in AMC like money that does not exist, okay? Don't be afraid of losing it. And you don't really lose it until you sell, correct? Unless you're playing options, which you guys know if you've been in Discord, I've been losing money on some AMC and options, but you guys know I'm holding my shares. I've been holding them for a long time, and I literally act like they do not exist, okay? And so I don't have any expectations. So when I see my account drop thousands of dollars in 1 week because of AMC, it's no problemo. Like literally, it does not affect me, and that allows me to stay stable. All right, I'm not getting all stressed out through the week because the money is. The price action is an illusion. I know my money's good. I simply have to hold. We got time. Okay? We got time, and I'm not afraid to lose it. So I'm over here chilling why a lot of people are out here stressing the fuck out. Okay? And we have to let go of the expectations. We have to let go of needing that money, okay? And thinking that that's everything, that's our everything or something, okay? We have to let go of all that stuff, okay? And start acting like the money does not exist. Start living life as if all the money you have in AMC is forever something you're not going to be able to touch. And then think with that mindset, like that doesn't exist, and see what happens, okay? You're going to start focusing on other stuff. You're not going to be stressed out as much, okay? You might find other opportunities while waiting for this opportunity that we already prepared for, and we simply have to wait for the return of our investment. We can be focused on other things, guys. You could be focused on other things. You could be putting your energy in other things. Simply hold the shares. Don't be fearful. Spread love. Okay? Seriously. Show support. All right? We all need to stop fighting with each other. With the YouTubers, it's all absolutely ridiculous. Okay? We're all in the same exact war. Okay? We're all on the same side. Okay, so we all need to show support, and we all need to let go of all this fear of losing the money. Okay, because what does they say, like when you don't want something, that's when it comes. Think about that. Okay, when you really like a girl or you really like a guy, if you show that girl or guy too much attention, what happens? Right? The law of attraction doesn't work by really wanting something. It's by attracting it. Okay, and we already have the movement strong. All right, we already attracted the movement, the AMC, moon gang, apes, moon lords. I mean, the movement is there. All right, now we just need to capitalize by simply chilling the fuck out, literally. All right, we went to $14 to $72 in a matter of 2 days. Everything's all good. All right. So let's look at the moon phases. Okay, so as you guys can see, we have the moon phases up. This week we get a full moon, so at the end of the waxing period. Typically we grow during waxing period, but this time we had a full moon little pop, and then we just started dropping cents. Okay, so I'm really hoping to stay above this 1340 level before this full moon. Okay, now if we come into this full moon this week and we go underneath this red line, okay, before March 18th, which is the 1340 level, then we could be getting a little droppage. Okay, and that would probably take us, if you look over here, I put this line at the bottom of that waning period. So if I do that on the next bottom of the previous moon phase there, we'll be looking at around $10. Okay, now I know that's extremely unlikely, okay, but that is where moon phase support would be. Okay, that's if we fall underneath this 1340 before that full moon. Now, I'm just a weatherman helping you guys get ready for the turbulence if there is any. Okay, literally, this is not FUD. I'm just giving you guys scenarios. Now, the next scenario would be for us to stay above this 1440 coming to this full moon, and maybe we could get a full moon pop. All right, we could get a little, because we are on the waxing period. Okay, so if we start getting some of a reversal coming into the week before this full moon, we could get a little pop to the upside, but it does not look like that. The volume is dying. All right, we haven't been getting increase in volume. The RSI is going down. We're still squeezing to the red on the MACD. Okay, so yeah, but one thing I want to point out is we've been in the same range, guys, since like almost 3 months now. Okay, this is all the way in the beginning of July over here, the middle of July. Look, we've been in these ranges for like 3 months, so this is almost like consolidation. All right, so I'm not too worried about it, but we are in a full moon on the 18th. Okay, and we really need to stay above that 1430. Now, if somehow we get some reversal and we come into this full moon with an increase of volume and RSI going up, and it does look like we're going to get an actual full moon pop above this 1340, then I see that full moon pop taking us to about that 1740 level. Okay, that would be the bullish scenario. But yes, look out for March 18th. And then, guys, please listen. I don't know if you guys caught the memo, but after the full moon, I'm pretty much waiting for 2 weeks until the new moon. Okay, literally. And that's going to be like April 2nd or April 1st. Okay. And Rico just put out an interesting video. The April 8th call options on AMC, they don't go until the highest they go is $20, and the rest of them are going to like $90, right? So I found that kind of weird and suspicious, and it happens on the new moon, and we have been getting more positive upside in the overall stock market during a new moon period versus a full moon period. So I do find that very interesting. Okay, real quick, I'm looking at the SPY. I remember when I called out this new moon pop, it was beautiful over here. But we had an increase of volume, a clear increase of volume. Now we're having a clear decrease in volume coming into this full moon. Okay, so I do expect a little bit of a drop, but I think it's going to look something like this, where we get like a big drop, but then we start slowly climbing up. I think it's going to look something like that. And you can see over here, we had a little bit of a full moon drop, and then towards the end of the waning period, coming into a new moon, we started climbing on the SPY. Okay, that's kind of how I see this one playing out. because remember we have a major catalyst 2 days before that full moon, which is the Fed meeting, and then again, if we have any big news with the war, that's also going to act as a major catalyst. Okay, so anything can happen at any time. I wouldn't necessarily play puts, and I wouldn't necessarily pay calls anywhere. I want you guys to realize that the market makers are f***ing us all over. And when everyone's paying attention to one thing, and they think it's going to go one direction, they're literally trying to take it the other direction or make it choppy so nobody makes money. Okay, so don't play yourself, guys. I think we all need to practice a little patience here. Definitely let's wait to this Fed meeting before making some major decisions. All right, but let's jump into the overall stars for AMC. And if you made it this far in this video, how to hit that like button, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new here and haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and hit us up at the Market Moonlord Discord. A lot of great people in there. That's also where you can ask me questions. And if you guys want an actual personal reading with me where we'll sit there and we'll go over the charts together just like I do here. We can talk about your career, we can talk about relationships, we can talk about your future, we can talk about your destiny. It's all that I do. Check me out at thebluemoonofneptune.com. Let's check out the stars right now. Let's go. Here we are again. Man, shout out to all the moonlords that have been with me since the beginning on this journey. It's been quite a journey. You guys know what we're looking at. We're looking at 9:30 a.m. for AMC stock on Monday, March 14th. All right, this is my birthday week. I got a birthday 2 days before the full moon. I wish it was on the full moon, but it's not. But hey, show your boy some love and hit that like button. All right, this is my birthday video right here. But anyway, coming into Monday, look at what we have with Mars. All right, I really like what we have with Mars, because Mars over here for AMC. A lot of big moves have happened when Mars is getting hit, and it's getting hit by Mars. All right, Mars 0 degrees, and it's getting a trine from Venus. All right, what is Mars? Mars is energy. All right. Mars is drive, all right? So I expect a lot of energy, a lot of volatility coming to Monday just for that reason. And again, that could go either way when it comes to Mars, all right? Mars is straight energy. Now, one thing I really want to point out is what's happening with this Pluto. Pluto is finally here, all right? I've been talking, we can look at my Twitter, you can look at some other AMC videos I've made since, like, I would say March of last year of 2021. I've been saying, hey, I wonder what happens when Pluto comes hits this Venus. But we're here, guys. All right, Pluto's finally on Venus 0 degrees. All right, it's conjunct AMC's Venus 0 degrees and AMC's ascendant 1 degree. And that's very, very interesting, because what does Pluto represent? Sudden changes, takeovers, resources, all right, power.
But fear has taken over, so now it no longer matters.
Relationships, money,
all right, it just, where was the money? Just take it out. Doesn't matter. That's how fear operates, because fear
some really major moves. All right, and look at this Mars. All right, Mars is in the sign of Aquarius, and it's hitting the Mars in Libra, and it's also, and this Venus is also in Aquarius, hitting the Mars in Libra. And what is Libra energy? It's initiating energy. It's the artist. What is Aquarius energy? It is breakthroughs, the inventor, the innovator, destroying the old, bringing in the new. And then look, Venus is hitting that Uranus that's in the sign of Aries. What is Aries? Aries represents initiating, the beginning. This is the first sign, new ideas. Okay, so this is very interesting, because we're getting a lot of stuff hitting. Breakthroughs, innovation, new ideas, things looking better aesthetically. Look, we just started crypto. We just got into the debt business. All right, that's crazy. Getting those credit cards. We're getting into the branding business of using the AMC brand and getting into popcorn business inside of stores. That's big. Okay, so there's a lot of really big changes happening for AMC. But yes, Monday does look volatile. Look at all the plans we have in AMC's first house. Okay, look at what's happening with Jupiter. Jupiter is trying Jupiter 0 degrees, guys. Wow, Jupiter represents expansion. Okay, so there's a lot of blue lines here. But we know the overall market. We know the moon phases are looking like it's going to go to the downside. But I think it's very important to understand that with this Pluto conjunct AMC's ascendant right here, 0 degrees on the Venus, this is going to be a transit that's going to last for a couple months. We've been waiting a long time for that. Hey, this is not to sleep on. Things can suddenly change all day. All right, so let's jump into this full moon. Okay, so I have the full moon pulled up for AMC. This is on Friday, March 18th. Now, this full moon is square AMC's sun sign. Okay, what is the sun? The sun represents the company's reputation, the company's management, CEO, that kind of thing. And it doesn't look like it's getting some positive full moon action here. It's a square, okay? So it looks like there's some type of decision or some type of ending for something happening with the management potentially, or something that AMC was trying to work on. There could be something ending there, and it may not be super positive, okay? But I also see some positive stuff along with this full moon. And look at this full moon, right? It's trying that Venus, all right? And we literally were just talking about that Venus also conjunct Pluto, okay? So I was literally just saying, like, with the Pluto conjunct Venus, anything can change at any time, okay? Very quickly. And now this Venus is getting very much highlighted on this full moon. It's getting the trine from the moon, it's getting a sextile from the sun, and it's getting the conjunction from Pluto, all on that full moon. That's very, very, very interesting. So there could be some major changes happening when it comes to the AMC brand that we're going to find out around this full moon. Okay, I would not be surprised. But I'm also going to say that we're also going to get that coupled with something that we're not going to like with this nasty square on this full moon. Okay, so guys, that's what it is. I'm not too worried about the overall situation, because the short-term planets, the planets that move really quickly, they may not be in positive aspects, but the outer planets, which are bigger transits, more lasting, more impactful, those are making some interesting aspects. Now, I do not like this Saturn square Saturn, but that's what I was talking about, the debt thing. And we got into the credit card business, okay? So we are really working on that debt. But I'm not going to be surprised if somehow they buy something and get even more debt. But at the same time, the Saturn is also sextiling Mercury, and that's very good for making sure that AMC is actually on target, thinking correctly, processing things correctly. It looks like they're making the right deals. Okay, so long term, no matter what happens on the short term with the company, I think long term effects is exactly what we're going to need. Okay. So you guys let me know exactly what you think about this video. You guys let me know what you think about the war. Do you guys think it's going to end soon? You guys let me know what you think about the rate hikes. Oh my gosh. You guys let me know about the full moon. Let me know if there's any Pisces that are watching this video. Happy birthday. Oh my gosh. Guys, I really hope that you really listen to what Yoda said. Okay, guys, let go of the fear. It's all good. All right. It's all good. But anyway, I'm Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon of Neptune, here to help you navigate through the illusions of life. You're watching a Market Moonlord, where we merge the matrix with the stars. If you're new here, subscribe, hit that like on the way out. Until next time, peace.
Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon of Neptune.